Hey everybody, big welcome back. Here we are on the scene of a fire. And I gotta say, I'm kind of lucky this time because I follow Hamilton Fire, basically on Twitter. You can follow and they tell you where they're going, like down to the second. So I was like, alright, I can make it over here. And I actually did while it was still an active fire. Um, and you'll see this is a zoomed in shot, so I am sorry for the low quality. This is on the DJI Mini 2, and basically the video quality at night's obviously not great. And then on top of that, I zoomed in using the zoom because I didn't want to get close and interfere. Um, this is actually one of several fires I've flown over the years, and I've, over my videos, I've had people that have complained saying that I'm too close, even though, like, I know I'm not. But anyway, you saw the gimbal tilt there. I'll tell you that it was really windy. You see how the smoke is blowing, like, low and over? We're going to get some good flare-ups here, guys. But anyway, um, yeah, it was really windy out, and I was, like, freezing cold. Like, my hands were really, really cold. And basically, I just pulled over on, like, a side street so that I wouldn't, be anywhere near them. And then, so I'm standing there shivering. And then I'm like, after like 5 or 8 minutes or whatever the hell it was, I decided to sit in my truck. I'm like I'm only like 100 meters from the drone. Why the hell am I standing outside? So, like, I'm actually still cold. Here we are, like half an hour later or whatever. Um, and I am still cold to the bone. I hate going outside in the cold. I'm just not a fan of it. But anyway, that's got nothing to do with the fire at hand. So I'll tell you some things that I know about this building. Basically, it's behind the new Costco that went in here not that long ago. And I know the area because I used to have a buddy that went in. There used to be a truck stop and hotel and stuff there. And I did some videos there, and he went in and explored the hotel. And before that, there used to be an old like farmhouse, and he went in and explored that, like urbex exploring or whatever in the abandoned buildings. And one night I took him over here, and he tried to get into this building. This is several years ago, and didn't actually get into it. Whatever, there was just no way in. Like whenever we'd go into empty places, we never break in. Like you only go in if there was an open way in. So anyway, he never made it into this one. And I don't know. Now I'm probably curious. I'm going to try to see on YouTube. I never thought to, but look it up and see they, if anyone else made it in there. I'm just curious. I don't even know what was in the building. I've gone to that Costco a few times, so I've seen the building with thing for sale written on the side of it. So maybe an insurance scam. I'm not saying whoever owns it. So if the owner has ever watched this, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sometimes in life that happens, and it does happen. Like, I'm going to guess with the building for sale, this is probably a good thing that this fire happened um, for the owner. Now, the good news, sorry guys, I'm out of breath here for whatever reason. The being that the building is abandoned, I don't imagine there's any real likelihood that anyone was in the building. Like, I don't even know if the building still had power or anything. Um, really sucks because I've drove by it before and wondered about it, but never like got out to walk around it or anything. But so as long as no firefighters get hurt, then at least it's just property damage. And there was another fire just like around the corner from this, like several months ago. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, but I never made it there. I wanted to, and then I saw pictures online of it, and like it was all over the news, and it was like a bunch of townhouses, like seriously like a stone's throw away from this. And I so badly wanted to go, but I just couldn't get over there. So um, I don't know. You guys in the comments, tell me your thoughts. I'm always open for criticism. Doesn't mean I'll follow it or learn from it or whatever. But you guys tell me your thoughts. Do you think it's okay to fly around a fire if leave a distance? I always think that I leave a reasonable distance. I never fly right over the scene. I've seen the videos of like this dude that flew his drone like right over a house on fire, and then the fireman tried to shoot it down with a water hose. And I thought that was really funny. But anyway, yeah, tell me what you guys think. If that's acceptable behavior to fly like this. Um, I don't think it was an issue personally. So I was 40 meters in the air, so what's that, like 120 feet up, and it was so windy. Like I just kept getting wind warning, wind warning, wind warning, and the wind was blowing away from me. So I was tempted to go and try to like take off from the Costco lot, but I don't know. I just wanted to kind of be somewhere off a little more secluded, I guess. So the side of the road works for me. And yeah, they're making good work of getting this down. Now it'll come down to like what the hell started the fire, like in an empty building. Probably didn't have power. Probably not. It may have though. But so could be kids screwing around. You know, kids always love screwing around in abandoned places. It's yeah, I'm gonna have to. Now I'm getting the idea that maybe I got to follow up. Maybe later on this week or this weekend, if I can, I can throw together a quick video clip of, like, you know, fly the drone over whatever's remaining. Basically, my battery got down to like 30%, so I decided to land it. So obviously, I'm not seeing the complete end of the fire battle here, but yeah, I'm trying to think back to all the fires that I've seen with my drone. I know with my DJI Spark, I flew over a small fire, house fire in Hamilton, but that drone was a piece of shit. Like, you couldn't go more than a couple 100 feet away. What else do we have? I didn't fly. I didn't get to see the fire at the crazy cat lady house, but I I flew over the remnants of it. So fortunately, I missed that one. What else do we have? There was a fire in Burlington, Ontario, a few years back at like a scrapyard or something. I flew over that one. Then there was a house fire several months ago, also in Stony Creek, probably like 10 minutes from this. That was the one where I was at Walmart. So yeah, I'm kind of, I guess, lucky. I don't know if it's okay to say lucky, like, you know what I mean, but I guess members of the media, if they come across a good story, they would say lucky. So I guess there's no harm in me saying I get lucky to come across these things. But that's why I do stuff like follow, you know, the fire, the police, and all that. Just in case you know of something really cool, you might as well check it out. I remember that time. I almost consider myself as a little news reporter when I do this, but I remember the time there was like a suicidal jumper dude on the Burlington Skyway, and I flew over there. But same thing, I kept my distance, and yeah. So this is also my first real night test with this drone, to be able to see, like, you know, the quality of the night footage. And yeah, it's pretty grainy. I'm pretty sure, obviously, that if we were to fly down into the parking lot, into the light and stuff, everything would be fine. This thing is just too dark, and as with all DJI drones, it seems when it's dark, they populate a lot of noise on the screen. I think that's what they call it, the little speckly whatever. I think it's basically the camera doesn't know what to do in the dark, so it's not a big deal. It's better than nothing, and I don't actually think it's any worse than my DJI Mavic Pro, so yeah. I don't, one day, another video that will be coming up just as you guys watch this is I want to do, and I'll do it in the daylight, so I'm giving it a fair comparison. I'm sure other people have already done it, but I haven't watched it, so shit, now should I tell you, or maybe, yeah, whatever. I'll tell you, but don't look it up. Wait until I do it. I was going to try doing the, basically looking at an object or whatever, a scene, and then zooming in, and then comparing the original footage to the zoomed in footage with the drone, using the, you know, the zoom button on the drone, to zooming in post and doing a side-by-side comparison. Pretty much doesn't, the original footage doesn't really matter much. It's the two zoomed in versions. that matter. I wanted to see if you're better to zoom in, like with the button, like I did tonight, or if you're better to just record at full distance, and because I can magnify on my editing software, so it'll be interesting to know if there's even a point to zooming in if you're planning on using editing software anyway. Yeah, I didn't count how many trucks are on Twitter. The Twitter thing, for those of you that don't know, let's see if I can bring it back up on my phone here quickly, but they tell you what trucks are going, and so I was going to see if I'll tell you how many trucks, let's go, fire incidents, and so what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trucks. Yes, so that's, by the looks of it, it's about 10 trucks that responded to this. So I don't even know what all these codes mean. Maybe some of you guys do. It's like C73, DC2, E12, E8, L12, I'm sure it's ladder, and then you got P15 is pumper 15, pumper 16, pumper 9, S16 maybe support, and T16. Or maybe I'm just a complete idiot and none of that means any of that. I'm just assuming that's what it means every time I read their tweets. Yeah. So this has been going on for a little over an hour. I kind of flew over there, so yeah. Luckily I did not get a ticket. It seems like everyone was preoccupied, because obviously you got police blocking the roads and stuff too, so they were all responding. And as I was going there were still trucks responding, even though most were already on scene. So anyway, I know my ramblings are kind of boring, and unfortunately, because of the wind, I wasn't willing to fly far away. I would have been nice to do a nice, distanced out, view from the other side. So I will apologize for that. Normally, I would have done that. Like, I never would have went close to them. I probably would have went by the factories in the background or whatever. But because of the high wind, like you can see the drone actually bouncing up and down, and the damn app was dinging in my ear the whole time, saying, high wind, land immediately, and all that. So I was not comfortable going further than I really needed to. Unfortunately, because it really would have been cool to get the view from the other side, I'm sure, where the actual fire was. Well, I guess we're getting ready to wrap it up. Well, it's hopefully everybody's safe, and yeah, I think I will do my best to get back out there and do a little flyby. I don't think anyone's going to care. Like, it's a commercial property, so I doubt anyone cares. I was going to do that for the house that was burning over by the Walmart, but then I was kind of like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You guys can leave me your thoughts. Is it okay to fly around, like, burn down people's houses? Like, I want to. I just don't want to make people like think I'm a dick or something. But at the same time, because like there's somebody's lives are destroyed, or you know what I mean. Maybe or not. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, you guys tell me your thoughts on all of my rambling bullshit in the comments below, and stay tuned because yeah, I'll get out there and I'll get a follow-up video. So thanks for watching. I think this is pretty much. I'm going to wrap it up here and come in for a landing. So. Looks like Christmas out there, you know what I mean? Those are Christmas lights. That's the way I see it. I guess, yeah, watching back, I guess I did kind of stick around till almost the end. Like, it looks like it's under control. Alright, guys, I'm out. Thanks for watching.